you going? Oh, I was just about to go down to the bottle. I'll get some grogs for me and the boys tonight. Oh, you know, I love fucking drinking grogs with the mates. Wouldn't it be so cool if Australia was a real place? But what's that? You're telling me that there was a TV show made in the 2000s about sending teenagers from different countries to other countries to spend time with other families because of their obsessive drug use? And there's an episode where they send two Australian brothers to New York City. That's right, it's world's strictest parents time. Yay!
Shut up. Just shut up, George. I graffiti every day. Walls, trains, buses, just anything you can put your name on.
Yeah, no, because every episode of this show needs a kid who does at least misdemeanor level crimes. If you don't have at least 6 points taken off your license and haven't had a cop confiscate weed off of you, all while being 16 years old, then unfortunately, you cannot be on the greatest TV show that God has ever given us. It's always graffiti too, which I guess is at least aesthetically cooler than like shoplifting or vaping, because that shit's lame as hell. You cannot look cool while vaping. Spray painting is cool, but like this can't be the only way teenagers can feel rebellious, right? Just gonna spray paint my name spelled all weird looking on a wall, and that's how I'm gonna tear down the system.
These boys have really lucked out. They're off to the Big Apple, New York. They will be staying 45 minutes out of the city.
Okay, so you can't just slip that in at the end of that sentence like it's the end of a fucking drug commercial or something. They will be staying in New York City, and then they zoom in on the middle of Manhattan, just the heart of the city.
They will be staying 45 minutes out of the city.
And they will be staying 45 minutes outside of the city. But Yonkers, that's close enough. You know, that's pretty much New York City. I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not. Reasons with a fucking triceratops.
And that's just the start of this extended family.
That's a scary thought. Someone trying to challenge my dad.
I mean, I can be tough.
He will not back down.
Anybody know whose shoes these are?
The family business is the world-famous soul food restaurant Sylvia's in the heart of Harlem.
Keep it clean over here. Don't put them on the floor. We all grew up in the business. You could not just sit around. You had to be doing something. We have to solve that problem.
Whatever it may be, whatever is actually going wrong, that of course we will not speak of outside of this vague sense of relative urgency.
We have to solve that problem.
Whatever's going on, we gotta solve. I think this might be the worst case scenario for somebody like me. If I had been a 16-year-old in 2008 and was on this show and was sent to this household, it would be over for me, dude. I'd be so cooked literally, because I think a family restaurant kind of family has to be the strictest kind of family that exists. When your dad is a general manager, dude, it's over. Get ready for a day of only chores, buddy.
Having spent every minute of the 24-hour trip together, George and Henry are tired, irritable, and maybe a little anxious.
Is this it? Ever heard of a smile? Seriously.
Dude, what the fuck, man? Like fucking stone statues, bro. They are stuck in time.
That boy got that virus.
That boy is stuck in time. I don't know. I guess if their intention was to scare these two by posting up like that, I guess, you know what, that would be kind of scary to me too. That would freak me the fuck out.
I have some things to do. They're going to spend some time with me at the office where they have to do some work together. They're going to actually do some real estate.
Hey, do you kids want to learn how to buy out an entire residential neighborhood and then rent out all the houses? And yeah, obviously for way too fucking much. I'm going to show you kids my favorite thing to do. Yeah, hello? Single mother of 4? It's your landlord. Yeah, so you were 3 days late to paying your rent, and even though I got it, I am sending over my guys to forcefully remove all of your shit. And that's a move you can only learn from a professional.
Give him a hand to bring that table. Henry, give me a hand.
They've planned a big family barbecue, and once again, the boys are put to work.
We're just gonna get this swept down.
I don't do sweeping at home.
I know you know how to use a broom.
Nah, I think you had too much confidence in him, to be honest. That is some sloppy ass technique, dude. Have you ever held a broom before in your life? Motherfuckers never swept before? Clearly somebody's never worked a 5-hour shift at McDonald's before. Damn, maybe we really needed this show even more than we thought. They gotta bring this show back. It would be so fire. The modern day version of this show where every kid tries to bring a dab pen with them instead of cigarettes. There are no blinkers allowed while you're in this household. Do you understand?
But Henry's finding it all a bit much.
You can either follow the rules and have good consequences or not.
He's feeling trapped, and an idea begins to form.
Why shouldn't I just go and get out that window, climb out that window right now, and just go in for a week in New York?
Henry decides to do a runner,
Close the door behind you.
but unexpectedly, he calls in George.
Let's go.
Go where?
Times Square.
Now.
Right now.
Where?
We can climb straight out that window. We both have $50.
This is the first time in years Henry has suggested he and George hang out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's what I would call this necessarily. I don't think that fully represents what's going on. He's planning an escape. All right, this is a jailbreak. He's Shawshank Redemptioning his way out of there, and he needs help from his fellow prisoner to escape. This is the first time in years he's suggesting they hang out. I don't think that's right, actually.
Let's go.
You can go if you want. You don't need me to hold your hand.
But even the adventure of a lifetime can't bring these brothers closer.
I did want to go, and I probably would have if I wasn't so sick and tired.
Wow, these two just must really fucking hate each other. If even the idea of leaving the house and exploring the biggest city in America instead of like needing to do chores for a week, if even that isn't enough of an incentive to make you spend 1 second with your brother.
I'm going to get changed quickly and then, actually, no, I'm not. That'll look suspicious. I'm going to go downstairs and say goodnight. I'm probably just going to go to bed now.
You're gonna go to bed early?
Yeah.
You're not gonna eat anything?
No, I'm fine.
Henry, come on. We hugging this family. Uh-oh. How you doing, baby?
You know what? At this point, if I were in this situation and I'm enacting the plan that Henry is currently doing, I would get to this point and be like, you know what, man? The vibes here are pretty chill. Because, like, it's a big family dinner, so the food's probably pretty good. Like, I'd get to this point and be like, man, pass me a burger real quick. I'm hungry as fuck. Plus, surely the camera crew won't let this kid actually go to the city, right?
Yeah, I'm not having you. Thank you.
Barbecue chicken.
All right, I'll have one. I'll have one bit.
Barbecue chicken.
One piece for you.
See, even he knows that barbecue chicken is fucking bussing. I know that shit tastes heavenly.
Just making it look like I'm in here.
He left a note on his bed saying, "Gone fishing." Like he's some sort of cartoon character. Are you for real? That couldn't be less subtle. Dude, he's actually leaving. He's actually going. That's so crazy, especially because he's still being followed by the camera crew. See, this is the moment I have in every single one of these episodes where I'm like, there's no way this is real. In my past videos, it's been them magically getting cigarettes. This is peak fucking television. Are you kidding me? Dude, fuck all the other episodes of the show that I've watched. This kid's basically living out his own movie. And goddamn it, he's the main character. This kid's on national television, living out his own Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This would be the coolest thing that's ever happened to me as a 16-year-old. But again, I would have also stayed for the barbecue, so I guess that just wouldn't have happened anyways. Dude, it's crazy that day one in New York, this kid went from 45 minutes outside of the city to Times Square by himself. See, if this were me doing that, I probably would have walked into like a wrong alley and just gotten like murdered or something. I would not have had as good of luck.
The graffiti artist in Henry is drawn straight to one store.
Where can I go to get paint? Just met some riders, got a number. Gonna go for a paint with them later on in the week.
I'm sorry, did he just get a plug for buying spray paint? Yet again, on national television, he just got a phone number for some dude from a guy on the street. I feel like that doesn't make any sense either. Is that something, can you just meet up with a guy who sells spray paint? Yo, man, you got the stuff? I don't know. What does this tell you? Yo, dude, you got magenta and aquamarine? Dude, how did you even find this stuff, man? Hey, I have my methods. I feel like somebody should have intervened at this point. The fact nobody involved with the show was like, hey, maybe we shouldn't let this kid just go to New York City and make shady connections on the street. Like, I don't know.
I'll be talking to you later on in the week then. Have a good one. The Naked Cowboy guy. I've heard of this guy.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be naked cowboys.
So good.
At home,
It cutting from him watching the Naked Cowboy performance in Times Square to just the house. Like, I understand why he did it, to be honest. Like, I get it, and I kind of feel like I would do maybe the same thing if at 16 years old I had a little bit more courage in my heart. I would not have had the balls to do this shit. Are you kidding me, bro? I'd be breaking out the window like, oh my god, I'm gonna go to jail forever for doing this. I'm breaking every law ever. What is my mom gonna think when she sees me breaking out of a house on national television?
Huh? Wow. Going fishing.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so let's see where he's fishing.
He should be so fucking scared right now. He should be terrified. If he knows what's best for him, he's just gonna start a new life on the streets of New York. Well, I was on a TV show where they send you to another family's house to learn important life skills and discipline. But now I'm out here with the Naked Cowboy. This is where my new life is. Will you give me $5 if I juggle things for you? Because again, this is by far the craziest thing we've seen somebody do on the show. Usually the kids just want to like sneak out and drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes. Maybe they spray paint a couple things. Maybe they break a couple things. This kid snuck out to New York City and started establishing a new life on the streets.
bad boy Henry has run away to Times Square, and he's having the time of his life.
Rico gave me this, said to come. Say his name. Get the f*** in this doorway.
He just tried to go into a strip club is what that was? Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that's what my first thought would be too, to go to the strip club. That's what my first thought would be if I was in New York, is I need to find a strip club to go to. At this point, he's just trying to play real life GTA. Fucking may as well try to go to the strip club. And who the fuck is Rico? You met Rico?
Rico gave me this, said to come. Say his name.
Who is that? How did you meet this person?
Henry has no idea of the storm he's unleashed back at the family house.
He went out the window. I'm amazed that he jumped off the sledge. I'm not happy. My first concern is Henry and what is going on with him and where is he. That's my first concern. And the rest of it, I will deal with it when I see him.
Which is, of course, code for he's totally fucked. Just like entirely, like there's no chance. As soon as he gets back to the house, it is over for him. He's not gonna know a moment of fun for the next 9 days. Guys, something tells me that he's not actually gonna be able to buy display paint on the street at night in a dark alley. I don't think he's gonna be able to do that. But how much trouble does he get in is what I'm now signaling that I'm gonna show next.
But for this 16-year-old, it's time to be heading home.
If they know I'm gone, I'll just tell them I went for a little stroll around the block. Or tell them I was sleepwalking.
Yeah, dude, no, for sure. That'll work out. They'll believe that. 100%. Why wouldn't they? Why would they have any reason to be skeptical of that at all?
The house appears to be quiet, and Henry's plan is simple.
Sneak back in, go to bed, sleep, get up in the morning, act like nothing ever happened.
Everybody out looking for you. The neighborhood, my neighbors looking for you. For what?
I got a t-shirt and a temporary tattoo.
You will find out that you screwed up, okay? You screwed up. Don't leave this house again without permission.
But I already are.
Don't do it again.
See, I knew they were just going to give him a stern talking to, but part of me was still hoping that they would make this kid do like 50 push-ups out in the backyard. You're not going to sleep until you complete an entire military exercise. Now you better start climbing over that wall behind me.
Last night was a real disaster. It affected all of us. The bottom line is that we have a set of rules.
It's time to bring out the big gun. Kitchen hand and ex-con Saucetin.
You ever heard of boot camp?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a boot camp drill instructor.
Drill instructor.
Don't believe me? When I'm done with Henry, he's gonna be more responsible to his duties as a young man, to his parents.
Dude, a fate worse than death, man. They send him to the dish pit? That's gotta be like top 5 worst pits you could be sent into. The best one being a fucking mosh pit, baby. You know what? I fully believe when Sullivan says he's gonna whip this kid into shape. He's a boot camp drill instructor who works at a restaurant. Yeah, nah, this kid's gonna be a completely different person in like less than a week. Washing dishes like, I should have just listened to my parents. Oh, I wish I'd ever picked up a can of spray paint.
But headstrong Henry has a secret plan.
I'm gonna go paint the side of a train in New York. Like, graffiti started in New York.
If he's caught painting illegally here, he will end up in jail.
And that's exactly what happens. He gets arrested and he serves 2 years in jail. They locked homeboy up. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. The rest of the episode, they do actually learn and grow as people. The two of them get taken to the city and they actually start bonding with each other.
In New York, brothers George and Henry have slowly started to come to a better understanding of each other.
Their communication between the two of them, the sharing and their conversation, I really see is beginning to open up.
Which is crazy when you look at the way that they introduced these two at the start of the episode.
Brothers Henry and George hate each other.
I can't stand him. He just annoys me in every way.
Like, damn, they couldn't even be in the same room as each other. They take Henry to a wall where he can legally spray paint instead of him doing it illegally and actually going to jail. And overall, they learn to be better people. So yay, shout out to World's Strictest Parents. I still think the cameramen are giving those kids cigarettes though. And that's the video. And you made it all the way to the end, which means I'm assuming you liked the video enough to actually leave a like on the video down below. It really helps me out in the algorithm, and since I'm still a small channel, I can use all the help in the algorithm I can get. Subscribe with notifications if you're not already. I've been just pumping out content recently, so if you want to see that continue, make sure you subscribe. As always, don't do crimes. And anyways, boys, peace.